It was a bit uncomfortable, shall I say, towards the end, but still, at the end of the day, the Vikings get their ninth straight victory after beating the Green Bay Packers 27-25, or rather, scratch that. The Vikings sweep the Packers. This game, they win by 2. The first contest, they also won by 2. And they moved to 14-2 on the year, setting up the ultimate showdown for the number 1 seed. All of the marbles of the NFC comes down to next week's regular season finale. This is what it's all about right here, with this video being brought to you by BetUS Sportsbook and Casino. And it wasn't perfect. Rarely is a game perfect for a team getting a victory, but we certainly, the final drive of the first half offensively for the Vikings, got the Matt Eberflus special from KLC. But still, despite that, the Vikings #found a way. Both games between the Vikings and the Packers, Minnesota could have won both of those games more decisively, sure, but who cares? You got the W, and that's all that matters. The defense forced a fumble and recovery on the Packers' opening possession. They also got a turnover on downs. Will Reichert, he went 2 for 4, still trying to climb his way back to being Mr. Perfect. I saw this in the live stream, in the chat. I'm not going to agree with it. A couple of you folks were calling him Blair Walsh 2.0. I'm not going to do that. This man needs all the support in the world, because before he got hurt, he was perfect. And then he ended up going on IR, missing 4 games. I am going to choose to go down the avenue of he just needs to get back into his rhythm. And KOC, this is the perfect coach to get this man's spirit back up. But he went 2 for 4 on field goals, up big, 27-10 at the end of the third quarter. And the Packers, they went on a run, scoring 15 unanswered points. But it wasn't enough. The Vikings, they held on strong until the very end. But Packers fans, if you're in this video fuming, seething, raging out, I'm here to tell you something. I don't want to hear a damn thing about officiating. It was poor officiating on both sides. Yes, the referees objectively bailed out the Vikings to end the first half, allowing Minnesota to score 3 points. They also missed several calls, including a chop block on, I believe that was on Tucker Kraft, going after Patrick Jones II, the same type of move that they called a chop block on Harrison Smith earlier in the game. Offensive and defensive holding penalties that weren't called. And then there was the phantom neutral zone infraction that never happened, but still, they called that against the Vikings. I don't want to hear any excuses. The Green Bay Packers got swept by the better team this season. Jordan Love was ass. His ball placement was ass. You made a cute run at the end, but by then it was too late. Get over it. New customers at BetUS Sportsbook and Casino get a 150% bonus on your first deposit up to $2,000. Promo code YouTube150. I said take the over on the total points, 48.5, 52 points scored in this matchup. If you took that bet, good for you. And I can't wait until after the conclusion of Week 18 to go over the exact accuracy percentage-wise on the bets that I've hit on. And I'm just going to sit here and say, anecdotally speaking, I feel like I've hit on at least 75% of those bets, maybe 77. We'll see. Sam Darnold, he did today what he's done for most of this season, and that is destroy. That is, it wasn't perfect. It wasn't pretty at times. A lot of his throws today, he sailed high up top to where his receivers were put in the danger zone, had to channel their maximum bunnies to make a play on the ball, but it happens. Statistically speaking, 33 of 43, 377 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Yeah, it was a bad decision, but again, no team can be perfect. He was great today. And the first 2 touchdowns that he threw was surgical to Jalen Nailor, and in fact, we'll get to that in the double R play of the game. The last touchdown that he threw, a screen catch and run by Cam Akers, that was all fight. The first game between these two teams, Vikings and Packers, the Vikings get off to a big lead, and then they have to hold off Green Bay until the very end. That was the first contest. Same thing this time around. But you know what? Who cares? F the style points. We're not trying to impress the college football playoff committee. A win is a win. And now the ultimate showdown is about to take place for all the marbles in the NFC. And folks, we have played this scenario out on this channel and in our own individual minds several times. And now it's here. And if they get it, if they get the 1 seed in the playoffs and the NFC goes through US Bank Stadium, then it's like the ultimate just sit back and chill and watch the national media squirm, because every single time they've been getting wins, they found reasons to put the Vikings down and boost up their following opponent. And then when they beat the following opponent, they come up with new ways to do the same thing over and over again. If they get the 1 seed, oh my God, it's going to be magical. However, if they don't, the season's not over. This team has the makeup to make a deep playoff run. Facts. 14-2? What? Hey, let's get to the double R plays of the game. 2nd and 4, opening possession, Josh Jacobs, he gets the handoff. This was a big worry that I had going into this game. And Jerry Tillery, what an upgrade compared to what we had last year. And Dean Lowry forces the fumble, recovered by Cam Bynum. Now, the Vikings, they didn't turn that into points, but still, that's a way to rattle your opponent's mind. 2nd and 8. Packers up 3-0. Sam Darnold sends a deep shot, a 31-yard touchdown to Jalen Nailor. And I said this on the live stream. This is what makes Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison so great. It's not only how talented they are and their ability to make big plays. On this play to Jalen Nailor, on both sides, the right side, Jordan Addison took the attention of 2 defenders, a cornerback and a safety. On the left side, Justin Jefferson took the attention of 2 defenders, leaving Jalen Nailor wide the hell open. Incredible play design by KOC. And lastly, 3rd and 2, a minute 49 left in the game. Sam Darnold does a fake handoff to nobody. And this pass to Cam Akers is a bit off. Cam Akers is wide the hell open, but it's still in the vicinity of him to still make this catch, and he gets one hand under it and secures it to extend the drive and ultimately win this game. The Vikings, they then kneel it. Victory goes to Minnesota. That to me, without a doubt, that to me is the play of the game made by Cam Akers. Even when your quarterback makes not the greatest of plays or he's a bit off, it's not all about whether he can be perfect or not. Sometimes you're going to have to help your quarterback out. And the Vikings, the receiving weapons, they did that several times in this game. 14-2. Every week, the Vikings just keep shutting everybody the hell up. Chance to go 15-2 next week. Hey, man, back from the holiday break. We are back in this ish full time. Going to be back up in this piece tomorrow. Shout out to the folks at BetUS Sportsbook and Casino. We'll see you tomorrow, baby.